Save over $6,000 on a new 2019 Chevrolet Camaro LT, now $23,915. Stuff your stockings with the money you'll save on this 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT Crew Cab 4x4, now $33,923. Come to Northside or visit us on the web at northsidewv.net. Merry Christmas from Northside, where everybody rides. Find new roads with Chevrolet.
I'm Sloan Stevens, and I bounce back with chocolate milk.
Start of quarter number 2 here from Shady Spring High School. Chris Kidd here with you. Alongside me, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, with Brad Hudson, our camera operator. Shady Spring leads at 19-12, driving in, kicking it out. Wide open 3 on the way, but airballed no good. As Todd Duncan got a nice look, the 5'10 junior, but couldn't connect. Now on the other end, Jones looking for help. Again, strong defense by Shady, and they force another turnover. Here comes Williams into the center. Doesn't have numbers, but fights his way in. Can't finish at the rim. And now we get a whistle and perhaps a foul underneath here against Shady Spring, and they're going to get that one on number 4, Braden Chapman, the freshman. So that'll be his first. That is team foul number 3 now against the Tigers, 5 against South Charleston. Now full court pressure going to be applied by Shady Spring. Pass up egg, contested and knocked out of bounds. South Charleston had some trouble when GW started to apply some pressure the other night in that come from behind win. They led by 14 in that game before GW came back. Out front, pass deflected, but finds Sutton anyway. They get it back over right side. Dawson dribbling in, looking for help. Now finds it over on the right side with Panel. Panel dribbles in, dumps it off. Sutton there and gets his defender in the air, and a big crash as Chapman hit the deck hard. Thankfully gets up and is okay and picks up his second foul. As you see here on our replay, get good drive along the baseline. Nice find there by Panel, and Sutton did the right thing, seeing Chapman coming out of the corner of his eye and able to draw the foul as Sutton misses on the free throw attempt. So now 0 for 4 is South Charleston at the free throw line. And Sutton finally breaks that string as he hits the second. Yeah, Sutton missed his first 3 free throws the other night against GW, but then hit his last 13. So 19-13 Shady Spring. Williams on the left wing gets into the paint and counted, and the foul for Tommy Williams as he took the push from behind and was able to finish. And that gives Shady Spring their largest lead of the first half. As you see it here, again, a quick blow by on Jones, and Jones gets called for the check on the way in. That's now team foul number 6, number 1 against Jones, as Williams' free throw rattles around and falls home. So 10 points now for Tommy Williams and a 9-point Shady Spring lead. Sutton, nice spin move, gets to the right side but can't convert. Rebound comes out long. Sutton gets his own rebound. Goes down low to Johnson. Johnson bangs his bodies down low but can't finish. Good strong defense that time by Eric Bevel. Now here comes LaRose, loses it on the way in. Sutton on the ground diving for it, and Jones tears it away. Now Jones up the right side. Shady Spring able to get back, gives it to Sutton. Sutton spins inside, now steps back, got Williams in the air, now gets an arm into him. Step back jumper for Quayshawn Sutton, able to hit. What a play by him on that end, and such great body control by Sutton as well, as Williams unable to hit on that three-point attempt. Out of bounds over to South Charleston again. Right there again, just the control and the handle by Sutton, and able to get into the body and get away with that little push off there to create some separation in order to hit that step back jumper. Underneath Johnson, what a grab underneath. Again, that was a laser pass from Jones, and Johnson able to corral it for the lay-in, and just like that, South Charleston back to within 5. Under 6 minutes to go before halftime, 22-17. The Tigers lead it over the Black Eagles. Over left side, Cole Chapman looks inside, finds Williams over in the right corner, spins baseline, goes up on Sutton, had it knocked away, and let's see, tie up And possession arrow will go over to South Charleston. Good defensive play by Sutton that time. Again, playing with that foul he got in the opening moments of the game. Able to not foul there and create the jump ball opportunity. So a chance here for South Charleston to cut this down to a one-possession lead after trailing by 9. On the left side, Panel trying to find a crease. Lost it, though, as LaRose stayed with him and taken away by Bevel. LaRose now into the center. Euro steps into the paint, can't finish, gets his own rebound back and blocked by Johnson, but fouled as well on the way up, as Johnson now the victim of his second foul call. And we'll see what Coach Josh Daniel wants to do with his big man now. With his second foul, as free throw up and off the back iron for LaRose, as both teams really struggling at the free throw line here tonight. And there you see it. The block at first, and then LaRose, once again, that veteran play, able to jump right into the body. Again, Sutton and LaRose do that very well in order to draw contact where it's needed. As we saw Sutton do it a moment ago, and now you see LaRose do it as well, as Xavier Balsley checks in for South Charleston. Second free throw no good as well for LaRose. Again, uncharacteristic of him, normally a very reliable free throw shooter, but thus far here in the game, he's 2 of 6. Another chance here for South Charleston to get this back to one possession as Jones dribbles over, look for a screen, keeps his dribble alive, kicks it out, open 3 from the left wing, and count it for Bryson Smith. His first bucket of the game, and now South Charleston on a 7-0 run to cut it to 2. Driving in left side, almost lost it, kicks it out, 3 on the way, no good and short that time. As Grayson Shepard had a good look but couldn't convert. Now Sutton drives in and has his pocket picked from behind by LaRose. Here come the Tigers trying to end this run. They get it over left side. Open 3 again. This time no good. Rebound comes out long, tipped around, taken back by Bevel. Gives it over, and now a quick timeout by Coach Olson, as he didn't like the setup that his team had. Looked like Williams had a good look there for a moment, but Coach Olson wanting to slow things down. As we take a look again here at the 3. Again, good setup, good pass that time over onto the left side for Smith, is able to get the defense to collapse on that drive. South Charleston's done a good job of that tonight with their driving ability in order to get in and create open looks. They just haven't knocked down a few, but that now the third 3 of the game for the Black Eagles. And again, the free throw shooting has been the big issue thus far here tonight on both ends, as Shady Spring just 3 of 7 at the charity stripe, while South Charleston is 1 of 5. Again, these rims don't give as much as maybe they do in some other gymnasiums, which is possibly part of it, but normally 2 pretty good free throw shooting teams not doing so well thus far here in the first half. Out front, Cole Chapman gives it off to Williams. Back over to LaRose. He'll take a 3 contested and no good off the side of the rim. Rebound tipped around, fought for, and Jones comes away with it for South Charleston. Midway through the second quarter, chance here to tie or take the lead for South Charleston. Balsley dribbles in, goes with a turnaround, and can't get it to fall. It's a little too strong. And rebound taken by Williams. Williams almost having his pocket picked from behind that time. Instead gives it over to Cole Chapman in the right corner, back out. Braden Chapman, now back to Cole Chapman. He'll dribble in, kicks it over to his brother. Twin to twin, no good on this 3-point attempt. But Bevel there on the rebound. He'll go back up with the right hand, and Eric Bevel able to convert for his first basket of the game. 24-20 Shady Spring with 3:27 to go in the first half. Jones gives it over to Sutton. Double team, goes inside, nice grab, kicks it out to Balsley, knocked away by Chapman and out of bounds, but it'll stay with South Charleston. Down to 3:18 to go here in the first quarter. As scoring is slowed here in the second period after pretty electric opening quarter, as defenses have really picked up on both ends. So it'll be Smith to inbound it, gets it into Sutton. Back out to Jones. Jones trying to direct the offense here. They get it out to Balsley. Now over left side, trying to find an opening is Dawson. He drives in but can't finish, and rebound taken away by the Tigers. Here comes Braden Chapman. He's been held scoreless thus far here in the first half. Gets it back out front. Again, Chapman's had several good games thus far this year. So he had 28 against Robert C. Byrd, 15 against Fairmont Senior, and 19 against Capitol. So Thus far, the freshman being held in check. Now Cole Chapman, he drives in, goes up the right hand, can't finish, but another offensive rebound for Shady Spring, and we get a whistle. And on the floor, appears we're going to have a foul here, and it's going to go against Balsley. And that'll be the 7th team foul against the Black Eagles, and a 1-on-1 opportunity here for Haven Chapman. Chapman, a 6-foot senior, again, twin brother of Dane Chapman. We'll see if he has any more success at the line. No, he misses on the front end of the 1-on-1. So another miss at the line for these two clubs. Is dribbling in as Sutton kicks it into the corner. There's another open look, and again it's canned. Bradley Jones, his second three of the game, and once again the penetration of South Charleston creating these open looks. Now over left side, Williams double team, but finds a crease on the baseline and gets inside and draws the foul as Balsley picks up his second foul in successive possessions. As again, there you see it, 3 people converge on Sutton as he drives into the paint, and that just leaves Jones wide open. And if they're able to knock down some of those shots, that's going to create more open looks in the paint as well as this game goes forward for South Charleston. As Tommy Williams able to convert on the free throw, as here you see the good drive by him. And right there, Jones just kind of bailed out along the paint there. I think he was anticipating maybe a kick out 3 from Williams instead. But Williams kept it and found an open look into the paint. And he does convert on both free throws. So he's now got 12 for the game. Out over to left side, Panel. He can hit these threes, but misses off the side iron. Rebound comes out. Now running is Chapman. Drives in and had it poked away. And they're going to call a foul, it looks like, on Sutton instead. Sutton thought he had picked him clean, but instead they say it was a hack on the way in, and that will be number 2 on Sutton. So we'll see if he'll check out here as we get a look here on the instant replay against Sutton. Tried to time it on the way up, but got a piece of the hand as Chapman misses on the first attempt. As we said, this 6-foot freshman, the only freshman in the starting lineup for Coach Olson's club. Starting 4 seniors along with this kid, and it shows the kind of trust that Coach Olson has. And as we said, 3 big games from him thus far this year. And there's his first point of the evening. 27-23. South Charleston trailing it. Up ahead, Bevel almost creates another turnover as he knocks it out of bounds. And it'll be interesting how South Charleston deals without Sutton, their creator, on the floor. So he'll likely sit for the final 2 minutes of the half with those 2 fouls. Get it over. Out to Jones, now over left side. Looking for help. Allen gets it over, now over left side. Open 3 again, and once again buried by Bradley Jones. As that is now the second 3, for Smith. He cuts the lead to 1. Driving baseline, dangerous pass, but it finds Braden Chapman. He drives in, loses control of it, and taken away by South Charleston. So a chance for them to take the lead after trailing by 9. Panel spins inside, tough turnaround, can't get it off the side iron. Coach Daniel not happy with the shot selection on that trip by his club. Now back the other way, Williams takes a pull-up 3, no good, and Panel gets the rebound. Closing in on the final minute of the first half. Now he's trying to tell Allen to come out and get the ball because he's the guard as Panel was bringing it up the floor. Now Amari Allen trying to shake by Chapman, picks up his dribble, gets it out to Panel. Now they go to Balsley on the right side. Balsley dribbles towards free throw line, now finds Jones, and that'll draw a timeout by Coach Daniel with 44.9 seconds left in the first half. A 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. But Coach Daniel not liking the setup on that possession. They're going to bring Sutton back here for the final 44 seconds on this offensive trip. As we said, South Charleston without Sutton on the floor looked like maybe they might struggle without their creator, but they were able to cut into the lead with Sutton onto the bench thanks to the outside shooting of Jones and Smith. As we talked about, South Charleston needed more players other than Sutton and Dawson to get into the scoring. And thus far here tonight, and along with Panel, Johnson, and Sutton had really been the 3 go-to guys in the first 3 games. But thus far tonight, Jones and Smith have elevated themselves and scored 12 points between the 2. So if South Charleston can get that production out of their 4 and 5 guys and maybe off the bench as well, they're going to be all right this year, especially with some of the outside shooting to go along with the creating ability of someone like Sutton. So they inbound it to Sutton. Get it over to Smith. Smith gets caught in the air, but able to find Panel. 35 seconds. We'll see if South Charleston tries to run it down here. They go inside to Balsley, kicks it out. 3, but no. Get it over instead. Now over to Sutton. He'll take a 3, but it's blocked by Williams. Underneath, saved by Shady Spring. 22 seconds to go here. LaRose races into the front court. Over to Chapman. He'll take a deep 3 from the left side, and Braden Chapman with his first field goal of the game and comes at a big time to increase the lead back to 4. Sutton tries to answer back on the other end. No good. 7 seconds left in the half, and an over-the-back call will go against Allen with 6.3 seconds left in the half. And there you see the range of this freshman with that lefty release. And Chapman got a chance to set his feet, stepped into it, and buried a big 3 there to stymie the South Charleston momentum. Looks like a substitute coming in here will be Stephen Hazuka, as well as Todd Duncan at the next whistle, as LaRose able to hit on the first free throw. As Braden Chapman will check out, as well as Williams. And Todd Duncan, checking in here, 5'10 junior. He was a state golf champion this past year as well. So a lot of good two-sport stars here on this team for Shady Spring, as LaRose gets both. Down to 3 seconds in the half. Pass tipped. Tough 3 from the corner. No good by Smith as the horn sounds. As this first half swung back and forth, but it does end with Shady Spring closing it out with a 5-0 run and taking a 32-26 edge into halftime. Well, we're going to step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll have all your first half stats and analysis here from Shady Spring High School as top teams in both classes duking it out here from Shady Spring here tonight. You're watching Shady Spring Tiger and South Charleston Black Eagle basketball action with us right here live on Video Productions.
You gotta wait till the end of the year to buy a brand new car. John and the gang at Mid-State Ford in Summersville is getting year-end savings done right now. Check out Big Santa John savings on this 2019 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4-wheel drive. Big Santa John price only $40,767. Or how about a 2019 Ford EcoSport SE 4-wheel drive? Big Santa John says drive her home for $18,704. Everything on sale now during Big Santa John's year-end sales eve at Mid-State Ford. Route 19 in Summersville. MidStateFordWV.com.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
You've been seriously injured. Now it's time to pick a lawyer.
You pick one with big verdicts and settlements?
We've successfully handled many million-dollar cases.
How about the recommendation of a friend?
We probably help somebody in your neighborhood.
How about a firm with lots of resources?
You can have it all.
We're Farmer Klein and Campbell.
Well-known and very effective.
When you call us about your injury, you'll know you've made the right decision.
Farmer Klein and Campbell is the way to go. Call 346-5990.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Generations Physical Therapy has been the Tri-State's leader in physical therapy services for over 20 years. And now we have a convenient location right in the heart of the capital city of Charleston, just off I-64. With convenient parking and flexible hours, your access to physical therapy is second to none. Plus, Snap Fitness is also inside with 2 floors of gym equipment and sports enhancement training through A-Game Sports Performance. So whether you're needing hands-on physical therapy or looking to get results in our gym, our family's ready to help yours. Generations Physical Therapy and Snap Fitness. Multiple services, multiple locations. Experience you can count on.
32-26, Shady Spring leads it here at the half. Chris Kidd here with you, with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, and Brad Hudson, our camera operator for tonight's broadcast. And again, also tonight we're getting some action as well from Chapmanville, West Virginia, as the Phenoms Country Roads Classic kicking off tonight from Chapmanville, West Virginia's gymnasium, as the defending Class AA champions, the two-time defending Class AA champions, putting on a big tournament. They'll also have their holiday tournament next week in Chapmanville. But just running through the slate of those games, as we'll have some of those for you here on Video Productions. Again, it got started tonight at 5:30 with Tulsa versus Beth Haven Christian. Tug Valley and Man underway now from Chapmanville, West Virginia. And then the nightcap tonight will be Beckley Prep against ISA Osborne. Again, that's International Sports Academy of Osborne, who are only in their second year of existence, but have recruited quite a few big-name stars, committing to go to Ohio State. That'll be a part of that roster. We'll actually have them tomorrow night, the ISA Osborne Club, as they take on the two-time defending Class AA state champions, the Chapmanville Tigers, in the nightcap at 8 o'clock. Again, I'll be there for the call of that game, as well as Nathan Bush. But on the Friday slate, it'll be Henderson Collegiate, North Carolina, taking on Beckley IJN at 5 p.m. Then at 6:30, it'll be Tays Valley versus Miller School, Virginia at 6:30. And then, as we mentioned, Chapmanville versus ISA Osborne at 8 p.m. Then on Saturday, starting at 2:30 p.m., it'll be Beckley Prep IJN taking on Beth Haven Christian, followed at 4 p.m. with Man High School. Or actually, that game's been moved to about 5:30 p.m. now. It'll be Man against Nitro in that game. Then you have Henderson Collegiate, North Carolina against Wyoming East. Greater Beckley Christian versus Winton Wood, Ohio. And then the nightcap will be Chapmanville versus Miller School, Virginia at 8:30 p.m. And Miller School, Virginia have made the state finals in Virginia each of the last 2 years, winning it 2 years ago against Blue Ridge, but then falling last year to Blue Ridge in the state finals. So you're going to get some really key matchups and big-time names coming into Chapmanville for that tournament. We'll have a lot of that action for you over the next couple of days right here on Video Productions. So make sure you join us for all the games coming your way this weekend as we head into the holiday slate of our season. Well, running through the first half scoring on both sides, starting with Shady Spring, they're being led and leading all scorers is Tommy Williams with 12 points, followed by Luke LaRose with 8 points. Then you have Braden Chapman with 4 points, Cole Chapman with 3 points, Grayson Shepard with 3 points, and Eric Bevel rounding out the scoring with 2 points for the Tigers. On the other end for South Charleston, Quayshawn Sutton with 8 points to lead the way. Then a trio of South Charleston Black Eagles with 6 points as DJ Johnson, Bradley Jones, and Bryson Smith all with 6 points in the first half. And South Charleston a little bit of foul trouble coming out in the second half. They have Sutton, Johnson, Brown, and Balsley with 2 fouls apiece. As Shady Spring on the other end, only Braden Chapman with 2 fouls on their side of things. But it's been a great up and down affair thus far. Again, both these teams with high aspirations this year, trying to get back to the Charleston Civic Center. And thus far, the game has lived up to its billing, as we've got a tight one here from Shady Spring High School. And when we come back here on Video Productions, it'll be time for the start of quarter number 3, as you are watching South Charleston and Shady Spring basketball action with us right here live on Video Productions.
No reason you gotta wait till the end of the year to buy a brand new car. Big John and the gang at Mid-State Ford in Summersville is getting year-end savings done right now. Check out Big Santa John savings on this 2019 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4-wheel drive. Now, Big Santa John price only $40,767. Or how about a 2019 Ford EcoSport SE 4-wheel drive? Big Santa John says drive her home for $18,704. Everything on sale now during Big Santa John's year-end sales event. Mid-State Ford, Route 19 in Summersville. MidStateFordWV.com.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
You've been seriously injured. Now it's time to pick a lawyer.
You pick one with big verdicts and settlements?
We've successfully handled many million-dollar cases.
How about the recommendation of a friend?
We probably help somebody in your neighborhood.
How about a firm with lots of resources?
You can have it all.
We're Farmer Klein and Campbell.
Well-known and very effective.
When you call us about your injury, you'll know you've made the right decision.
Farmer Klein and Campbell is the way to go. Call 346-5990.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Generations Physical Therapy has been the Tri-State's leader in physical therapy services for over 20 years. And now we have a convenient location right in the heart of the capital city of Charleston, just off I-64. With convenient parking and flexible hours, your access to physical therapy is second to none. Plus, Snap Fitness is also inside with 2 floors of gym equipment and sports enhancement training through A-Game Sports Performance. So whether you're needing hands-on physical therapy or looking to get results in our gym, our family's ready to help yours. Generations Physical Therapy and Snap Fitness. Multiple services, multiple locations. Experience you can count on.
Start of quarter number 3 here from Shady Spring High School. Chris Kibb with you, with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, as Shady Spring with the ball to start quarter number 3, trying to extend their lead as LaRose on the left side gets a screen picked up, however, now to Bevel, over to Williams. Williams at 12 in the first half, kicks at baseline, 3 on the way for LaRose, misses off the side of the backboard, but comes out to Shepard. Skip pass over to Braden Chapman to the free throw line. Now over to Williams. Good look for him, but off the side of the rim. And rebound comes down underneath to Bradley Jones. Jones will bring it up the right side. South Charleston. We'll see how patient they elect to be here on the offensive end. This time as Sutton dribbles into a double team. Pull-up jumper, no good as he hits the deck. Rebound tipped around and taken by Braden Chapman as he races up the left side. Goes in. The lefty layup is good for Braden Chapman. Again, he was silent throughout most of the first half until he knocked down that 3 at the end of it. Now could he get cooking here in the second half? As we said, all 3 of the games thus far this year, he's had big point totals. And now he's up to 6 points and the lead is up to 8. They get it over right side. Sutton dribbling around, creates some space, steps back for 3, no good. And rebound taken away by LaRose. LaRose up ahead to Chapman. Chapman kicks it out to Bevel, over to Williams. Had a look for a moment. Now dribbles by Sutton, gets in and can't finish on the left side. Again, Sutton had done to him what he's been doing to defenders all year long. Now over to Panel. Panel steps back for 3, no good. Had too long to think about it, looked like that time, and just overshot it. Now up ahead, they get it to the center for Williams. Williams picked up at the top of the key by Brown. Williams looks for a screen from Bevel, gets it over to Chapman. Chapman guarded by Sutton. Now back out to Williams as Shady Spring more methodical on this possession as Williams over into the corner. Chapman gets a good look. Counted again for Braden Chapman, and he is now cooking here tonight, and the lead is now swelled to its largest of the night at 37-26. Going back to the end of the first half, it's now a 10-0 run for Shady Spring. It was a 27-26 game with under a minute to go in the first half. And now the Tigers starting to find some separation on AAA South Charleston. They get it down low, back out top. Jones kicks it over to Panel. Panel inside for Johnson. Johnson double team, spins into the center. Turnaround shot, not there. Tipped up, no good. And Shady Spring, give them a lot of credit down low. And Johnson right there, just a frustration foul underneath, as he really should have just gotten back on that, but that's going to end up being his 3rd foul, as you'll see here on our instant replay, the 3 in the corner. by Chapman again. Nice setup that time. Sutton tried to get out and contest, but was too late. And Braden Chapman able to convert again. And despite the size advantage South Charleston has here tonight, they've not been able to exploit it, as DJ Johnson with just the 6 points on the night, now with his third foul. And Williams goes right to work on it without the big man in there and draws the foul on the way in as we get a hold on Brown, and that'll be number 3 on him. So third foul on Johnson, third foul on Brown. That'll send Williams to the line, as they say he was in the act of shooting. Williams tonight, the only one thus far in the gymnasium that's had success at the free throw line. And as he hits the first, he's now 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. As you see right there, he had just a big time reach in on the way in by Brown. As he just tried to sidestep and rip the ball out of Williams' hands. As Williams converts on both free throws, and the lead now to 13. Again, Williams mentioned 2 sports stars, mentioned Duncan winning the state golf championship, as Sutton lines up an open 3, and South Charleston can't get it to fall at all right now, and a foul on the way back up. They're going to get this one on Grayson Shepard. That'll be his first, and that'll send Brown to the line. But again, mentioned Duncan winning the state golf championship. Tommy Williams was the starting ace pitcher for Shady Spring this past year and led his team to the state semifinals in baseball, where they were knocked out by eventual state champion Bridgeport. Seems like Bridgeport winning every state championship here nowadays, as they took the football state championship as well just a few weeks ago. And Brown unable to hit on either free throw, as he's 0 for 4 now from the line. Chapman skip pass, too tall, but Shepard able to save it. Brown tips it into the backcourt, a race for the ball. Brown wins it, goes up underneath, and Brown able to finish. And a much-needed basket for South Charleston to end this 12-0 run for Shady. Now Williams loses the ball, taken away by Panel. He's got a chance along the right side, dribbles in, up and under, and fouled on the way in, as Bevel really had no chance that time and just reached in to commit the foul. As we see it here on our replay, great effort by Brown that time, fighting for the loose ball, and then what control in order to get the ball under his palms and be able to scoop that in for the layup, and free throw up and good for Panel. Panel, that's his first point here tonight, as there you see the hard foul on the way in, as Panel unable to hit on the second free throw. And Panel, he had 18 against Beth Haven, 13 points and 8 rebounds against Ripley. Only had 6 the other night against GW, but here tonight, he's just not been able to find the range. Now it's still Brown again, takes away from Williams, drives in right side, layup this time no good, but there's Panel there to clean it up. His first field goal of the game, and now here comes South Charleston. 39-31 Shady Spring, and Coach Olson irate here as he talks to his boys coming over to the bench, as he feels like they were very sloppy in those last couple of possessions in order to create those fast break opportunities, as it'll be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Back after this, as you're watching South Charleston and Shady Spring basketball action right here live on Video Productions.
My feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Shady Spring with the ball out of the timeout, leading it by 8. They did lead it by 13 just moments ago, but now here's Williams, gets free inside, but can't finish on the little bunny layup, as that ball tipped away, and Shady Spring saying it was off South Charleston, and it is off South Charleston. Good recovery defense there by the Tigers. And perhaps a big moment here in the third quarter. South Charleston trying to steal the momentum back, but perhaps that could stymie it for the time being. LaRose into the middle. Swing it around quickly. Williams, though, can't get a shot off. Now to LaRose being double teamed. Gets it back to Williams. Gets inside the free throw line. Kicks it out to Shepard, but South Charleston recovering quickly on defense. Nice look down low to Bevel, and count it, and the foul on the block. Again, the ball movement set that up for Shady Spring, and they pick up the third foul on Sutton, as here you see it on our replay. Just a great look on the inside, and Bevel, after taking the contact, still able to keep himself under control and get the layup to fall. So the 6-foot senior at the line, and he buries the free throw. He's got 5 points now on the evening, 42-31 in favor of Shady Spring. 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Can South Charleston mount a rally here and close this deficit? They go inside to Brown, kick it out. Nice ball movement now by the Black Eagles. They drive baseline, kick it out. Jones, and now we get a travel as Bryson Smith, the freshman, actually a double dribble on Smith that time. And another South Charleston turnover. And Coach Olson trying to tell his team, don't jump the screen, just switch. So they don't want to try and go over these screens against South Charleston. They know how dangerous they can be, and now there's a dangerous pass that Williams able to track down. And South Charleston switching up defense here. Now going to a 1-3-1. They kick it out. Williams goes deep from three, and he connects from the top of the key. He's now got 17 for the ball game. The second team All-Stater last year gives Shady Spring now their largest lead at 45-31. Now out to Smith. Gets it to Brown at the free throw line. Over to Panel. Panel closed off, looking for help. Again, this Shady Spring defense just so impressive here tonight against this South Charleston offense. Again, they are so fast around the court. Over in the left corner, open three, no good this time from Smith. Now here comes Shady running again. Chapman, left side, goes into the body, can't convert, gets his own rebound back, and now a whistle underneath. And a foul against South Charleston. And right now, Shady Spring just winning every battle to these 50-50 balls against the Black Eagles. And that's going to be foul number 4 on Brown. And he'll have to come out of the game. Well, actually, no, they're going to leave him in here, as it'll be Smith going to the bench instead, as Dawson checks back in for South Charleston. And now they correct it. They wanted Dawson instead. Or Brown rather instead, and it'll be Brown going to the bench. They get it into LaRose out front for Cole Chapman. Back over to LaRose, closing in on 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. LaRose behind his back, drives right side, goes up, and he's hammered again. And right now, you can kind of sense the frustration in this South Charleston team, as they have just not been able to find it on the offensive end tonight. And Shady Spring just really out hustling them to a lot of these 50-50 balls and getting second chance opportunities, as you saw in our replay there. So LaRose at the line, and he's able to hit the first. He's now got 9 points for the game. And we said, this is the Shady Spring club. They've got 5 or 6 players that can fill it up from the outside. And their second free throw missed, but again, another ball that Shady Spring able to beat South Charleston to, and drawing another foul on the hack. That'll go against Bradley Jones. That'll be his second. And it'll send Haven Chapman to the line. And right there, Chapman just out-muscled and maneuvered Sutton to get on the outside of him and get leverage and get that offensive rebound. Chapman misses on the first attempt, no good. He's 0 for 2 now from the line. As checking in will be Todd Duncan, and Braden Chapman will go to the bench. But now you maybe see why. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast in that come-from-behind win against Robert C. Byrd, as Chapman missed the second. And Robert C. Byrd led by 18 with 5:15 to go in the third. But a big comeback by Shady Spring, able to take the win. But they got 4 Robert C. Byrd players to foul out in that game, 4 of their starters to foul out at that. You can kind of sense and see why, as Sutton here goes into the spin cycle. Again, we saw that a lot the other night against GW and worked very effectively. and he draws the foul and gets to the line, and Sutton able to hit on the first. He's got 9 points now for the ball game. Again, after that 33-point effort the other night against GW. Sutton's able to connect on both. He's into double figures now. Minute 50 to go in the third quarter. Shady Spring took a 6-point lead at half. It's now up to 13, and Williams almost made it 16 but misses. But there's another loose ball gotten by Shady. Now they dribble in, kick it out. LaRose fakes the pass, now goes with it, and another foul on a three-point attempt. The second here tonight. Is going out was Dawson and just crashed in to Duncan. And Duncan will go to the line here and get a pass over, and they're just jumping right into him was Dawson, and Duncan able to convert on the first. 47-33. Shady leads it now, 48-33. Shady Spring making a statement here tonight, much as they have all through the season. Again, knocking off Fairmont Senior, who went to 4 straight state title games, winning 2 of those. And another 50-50 ball taken away by the Tigers. Driving in is Duncan. This time, let's see what we get. And it will be a charge on Duncan. And that'll go the other way to South Charleston. As we said, with the win over Fairmont Senior, kind of set the tone for the year. And then Robert C. Bird, who's another AA contender this year with that big comeback. Capital, who's young this year, but still always a AAA threat, able to beat them by 11. And now, at the moment, handling AAA South Charleston, but a big 3 there from the right corner by Darius Dawson to cut this lead back to 12. And if you're South Charleston right now, your goal is to try and get this to 10 if you can going into the fourth quarter, to try and give yourself a little momentum and a little hope after you've been thoroughly outplayed here in this third quarter. Williams on the right wing, trying to set up a drive, gets it out to LaRose as we fall under a minute to go in the third. LaRose almost had his pocket picked by Sutton. Again, he's got to be careful with 3 fouls. LaRose gets to the left elbow, pull-up jumper, rolls off. Rebound taken away this time by South Charleston as Panel brings it up the left side with 43 seconds left in the quarter and had it knocked away by Duncan and off of Panel and out of bounds. Another Black Eagle turnover. And Shady Spring just so quick around the ball. They've got athletes everywhere, and they are making life very difficult on these South Charleston guards. Nice drive and a finish by LaRose. How did he control himself on the way in and get that ball softly on the rim to fall? Again, we'll take a look at it here on our replay. Wow, just got the baseline and then right there took a lot of contact and somehow able to still get that softly off the rim for the and one. And that is now 18 fouls against South Charleston here in the third quarter. And 4 against Shady Spring. And LaRose now with 11 points goes to the line. He misses another free throw, but again, there's Chapman on the rebound. He can't convert. Rebound taken away by South Charleston. Under 30 seconds to go in the third, 50-36 Shady Spring. Over left side for Smith, back out front for Sutton, 20 seconds left. We'll see if South Charleston tries to hold for one as Allen goes into the right corner, dangerous pass, knocked away and almost saved by the Tigers, but it'll be out of bounds, staying with South Charleston. 11 and a half seconds to go in the third. Jones to inbound it. Gets it in to Smith. Smith trying to find an opening, double teamed on the baseline, gets it inside. Nice look and a nice finish. Inside that time, a big basket for Dawson as at the horn, Williams from half court short, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. But Shady Spring doubles their lead as it balloons from 6-12 as we head to the final 8 minutes of play. We'll be back after this break as you are watching South Charleston and Shady Spring basketball action with us right here live on Video Productions.
Physical Therapy has been the Tri-State's leader in physical therapy services for over 20 years. And now we have a convenient location right in the heart of the capital city of Charleston, just off I-64. With convenient parking and flexible hours, your access to physical therapy is second to none. Plus, Snap Fitness is also inside with 2 floors of gym equipment and sports enhancement training through A-Game Sports Performance. So whether you're needing hands-on physical therapy or looking to get results in our gym, our family's ready to help yours. Generations Physical Therapy and Snap Fitness. Multiple services, multiple locations. Experience you can count on.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
(50-38), Shady Spring leading South Charleston as we head to the fourth quarter. Chris Kidd here with you, alongside me, Robbie Mounts, with Brad Hudson, our engineer, or excuse me, our cameraman for tonight's broadcast. As Shady Spring looking to knock off another big name in the Class AA and AAA ranks as they go inside to Johnson, and almost an M1 opportunity to start the fourth quarter as a reach-in foul on Duncan. That'll be number 2 on him. Johnson back into the game with those 4 fouls. Free throws could loom large here in the fourth quarter as Johnson misses on the first. As Shady Spring already in the penalty with 18 fouls against South Charleston. That's 5 now against Shady. Second free throw off as well for Johnson. Again, the struggles continue tonight from the line on both ends. Shady Spring looking to increase this 12-point lead, driving into 3 people that time and drawing the contact is Cole Chapman, and that's going to be on Johnson, it appears. Let's see. No, they're going to switch it instead. And whoever it was now has 4 fouls. Again, you've got Sutton that had 3, Johnson that has 4, Brown that has 4. So again, a lot of foul trouble here. And now Johnson will go to the bench as Balsley will check back in. Free throw up and good for Cole Chapman. So he's got 4 points now for the evening. But again, the free throw shooting tonight has just been really tough on both ends. South Charleston is 4 of 13 from the charity stripe tonight. The second free throw up and good for Cole Chapman, as Shady has started to pick theirs up here in the last couple of quarters. They're now 16 of 26 from the free throw line. Driving in left side. Jones kicks it out for Allen. Allen back into the left corner. Gets it cross court, knocked away, and out of bounds by Williams. Again, good hands again by the senior. Sutton will inbound it from right in front of us. He gets it into Allen at midcourt. 14-point lead for the Tigers. Over left side, skip pass intercepted by Cole Chapman as he'll race into the front court, gives it over left side, stepping back with his brother for 3, and that could be the dagger as Braden Chapman connects on his 3rd three-pointer of the game, and he's got 12 points for the contest. 55-38. Again, it was a 1-point game with under a minute to go in the third quarter, or second quarter rather. And ever since then, it's been all Shady Spring. And it was 27-26 at that point. And since then, Shady Spring has outscored South Charleston 28-12. There's another miss along the baseline, taken away. Shady Spring up ahead. Chapman kicks it back out. 3 on the way again, this time too strong. Rebounded underneath, taken away by Dawson. Dawson up the floor quickly, left side, gets by a man and blocked from behind, but the foul called on the way up as Williams thought he had pinned it against the backboard, but foul called from behind on a push. And you can hear the boos from the Shady Spring cheering section. They thought it was a clean block as Dawson got in strong that time, and then, that's a close call. But they get the foul on Williams. And that'll be number 2 on him as Brown at the line. Free throw off again. And right now, South Charleston just can't throw it in the ocean from the free throw line. They're 4 of 14. on the evening. As we said, both teams have had their difficulties tonight. Again, Shady Spring hasn't been that much better. They're 16 of 26, but now 4 of 15 from the line for South Charleston, as Williams with a nice crossover gets it over to LaRose. Closing in on 6 minutes left in the contest. LaRose drives right wing, back out front. Cole Chapman's going to be called for the travel as he tried to get in. And these freshmen for Shady Spring have been very impressive tonight. Again, Braden Chapman, Cole Chapman. You've seen a lot of promise out of these young players. This is a Shady Spring club that's making a statement here in the early season as to where they may be able to get to later on this year. Again, a lot of the questions are, will there be anyone in AA that is going to be able to contend with the Chapmanville Tigers this year? As Bosley blocked underneath by Braden Chapman and taken away. Here comes LaRose up the middle. Out to Williams, deep three, and count it for him as he hits his third three of the game and has 20 points now for the contest as the lead is up to 20. Sutton, step back three, gets the friendly roll and gets it to fall for his 13th point. And a timeout called quickly. A full timeout, we'll take it as well with 5.5 minutes to go in the game. You're watching South Charleston and Shady Spring basketball action with us right here live on Video Productions.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again.
Now that the world keeps turning around.
Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
There ain't no reason you gotta wait till the end of the year to buy a brand new car. Big John and the gang at Mid-State Ford in Summersville is getting year-end savings done right now. Check out Big Santa John savings on this 2019 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4-wheel drive. Big Santa John's price only $40,767. Or how about a 2019 Ford EcoSport SE 4-wheel drive? Big Santa John says drive her home for $18,704. Everything on sale now during Big Santa John's year-end sales event. Mid-State Ford, Route 19 in Summersville. MidStateFordWV.com.
South Charleston applying full court pressure out of the timeout. Chris Kidd, we're with you with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, and Brad Hudson, our camera operator. As a last-ditch effort by the Black Eagles to try and find a way back into this game as pass tipped out of bounds will stay with the Tigers. But it's been all Shady Spring here in the second half. Again, they led it by 6 at halftime, and the lead has swelled as big as 20 here in the second 16 minutes. As LaRose looking to inbound it, finds Williams, dribbles in, now takes it back out, takes another three from the top of the key, and Tommy Williams is red hot right now as he's up to 23 points for the game. Again, he had 25 against Fairmont, 25 against Robert C. Byrd, and 18 against Capital, so he's eclipsed 20 points for the third time this year, and an errant pass again goes out of bounds and over to the Tigers. As they have just been relentless here this evening on the defensive end. South Charleston has had their struggles with this new half-court offense, but again, they've got a lot of great players on this South Charleston team and a good coach, and I think they're going to stick with it and be able to do more throughout the year. But Tommy Williams right now doing it all as he has just caught fire in the second half. That is his 5th three-pointer for the game and his 4th in the second half, his 3rd this quarter. And now a foul away from the ball will go against Shady Spring. As you see it here again, Williams, you can tell you're feeling it when you just pull right up in front of a defender from about 20-plus feet and sink it like it's no problem. And that's just another effortless stroke by the senior Tommy Williams as Braden Chapman picked up his 3rd foul. That sends Johnson to the free throw line for the 1-and-1 as he's able to connect. That's the first point of the second half for DJ Johnson, the 6'7" junior. Second free throw rolls off, no good for Johnson. 64-42, Shady Spring in complete control here. Now we get a whistle and a foul on the way up the floor, and that's going to be on Brown, and that's going to be number 5 on him. So he'll exit the game with his 5th personal as Royster will check into the game for the Black Eagles. Just a tough night tonight for this South Charleston club as Brown just trying to get a little explanation as he goes to the bench here as he's trying to explain that there was a push-off on the way in. And good exchange there. Again, the official explaining what he saw and Brown trying to tell him what was going on down there. As free throw up and good for Williams. As he continues to add to his total here in the fourth quarter. And Williams perfect from the line here tonight, 7 of 7. Again, the only player who has shot well tonight from the free throw line on either side is Sutton. Up the floor, over on the left side. 66-42. Royster gets it. We get a foul on the inside, and that one's going to go against Haven Chapman, it appears. And that'll be a push on him. That'll be his first. So another 1-on-1 opportunity here for the Black Eagles. Johnson at 1 of 2 a moment ago. So he's 1 for 4 from the line. This one spins around and goes through. So we see here on our instant replay, just the jostling for position down low between Chapman and Johnson. And a little bit ticky-tack on that one, it would appear, especially with a 24-point game right now. Now a 22-point game. Is Johnson able to sink both? Now here's LaRose into the center, drives in hard on the left side, can't get it to go. Rebound comes out the panel. Panel doesn't have numbers, will take it into the right corner. Now drives right baseline, spin move into the center, and we get a tie-up. And possession error will go over to Shady Spring with 4:06 to go in the game. Now Bevel will check back into the game as Chapman will go to the bench. And Haven Chapman definitely logging some key minutes here tonight off the bench. Doesn't have any points thus far tonight, but he's definitely done a great job on the defensive end as well as getting some key offensive rebounds off the bench for Shady. Underneath the Bevel, lost it on the way up. Ball loose and taken away by Panel. We're under 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Shady Spring on their way to a 4-0 mark. They look to stay undefeated as Sutton steps back for 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Braden Chapman. Chapman, skip pass over to LaRose, sets up for 3 from the left corner. No good, too strong, but long rebound again comes out to Shady. Here's Braden Chapman, dribbles in, kicks it out. Shepard, wide open 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Sutton underneath as he'll push it up the center, goes behind his back, dribbles into the center, drives all the way in and rejected by Bevel. Lead pass ahead to LaRose, no one there, and he'll lay it up and in, as he's got 13 points now for the game. 68-44. Shady Spring running away with it as Johnson jump hook on the right block, no good. Rebound comes down to Bevel. Bevel pushing the pace again. Here's Shepard, gets into the middle, no one there, but misses on the layup attempt. Rebounded by Panel. Panel up the left side. 2:55 remaining in the contest. Back out front. Jones has his pocket picked, loose on the floor, being fought for. Now finding Johnson underneath. Good look that time, count it, and the foul for DJ Johnson. And a great effort that time by Jones to keep that play alive and create that opportunity for Johnson again, diving on the floor here. And that's what you want to see if you're Coach Josh Daniel right there, is the effort, even with the score what it is right now. And now Johnson with a chance for a three-point play, unable to hit as he misses off the back iron. I should say that was Smith on that opportunity as Braden Chapman misses from 3. Again, rebounded by Shady. Chapman kicks it out. Williams, not the man you want to leave alone, and this time misses. I think he thought he had it. He was heading back the other way that time, as if he thought he had made it, but that one just a little too strong. As I meant to correct myself there again, was Bryson Smith who had that great pass underneath to Johnson a moment ago. Out front with it. Smith gives it off to Royster. 2:15 to play in the game. Allen, top of the key, gets a screen over to the right side. Double team, looking for help. Pass intercepted by Williams. 3-on-1 chance over to Braden Chapman. He'll take it in right side and he'll lay it in. And that will draw a quick timeout here for Shady Spring to try and empty their bench and get some subs in, as a big ovation from this Shady Spring crowd as the starters begin to exit. Again, another steal, and just the sharing of the ball and passing and shooting of this Shady Spring club has been very impressive tonight. And as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this Shady Spring club haven't been able to get over the hump and to the state tournament. They've come just shy of it, losing in the regional final last year, but this year seems a lot different. Again, they've got talent all over the floor, including on their bench. This is going to be a Shady Spring team that is looking to try and make a statement that they're not just going to be a doormat for Chapmanville or anyone else to take the state title this year. They're going to look to lay claim to it themselves. As we talked about, that's been the story coming into this year. Can anyone contend with the Chapmanville Tigers in Class AA? And right now, Shady Spring trying to show that they could be here for the long haul. Three from the left wing, no good, off the mark. Rebound underneath by Jaden Holstein. Gets it over, running layup attempt, no good that time by Steven Hazuka. Still loose ball, goes out of bounds, last touch by Shady. And again, we'll get a look at Chapmanville. Again, they're going to be taking on two very, very tough opponents over the next two nights on Friday and Saturday. We'll be there for you for both those games, so you can kind of watch and compare what you've seen tonight to what you'll see later on. But with Obina Anachile Killen, Andrew Scholl, and Philip Mullins all back from the state championship winning team the last 2 years, it'll be interesting how they match up against teams like Shady should they meet. It's a great save in the corner now, out deep, three by Duncan, no good, and that'll kick out of bounds with 1:02 to go. 70-46, Shady Spring leads it. As we said, with teams like Fairmont Senior losing so much talent and so much offense off of their club from last year, it has opened the door for teams like Robert C. Byrd, Shady Spring to maybe make a statement. And now here's another steal. Duncan will take it in uncontested and lay it in to increase the lead to 26. 40 seconds to go here tonight, and what was a tight game for the first two quarters but turned into a rout here in the second half. And just a 6-point game at halftime was a 1-point game at 27-26. And since then it's been 45-20 in favor of Shady Spring since that 1-point game was there. And now another steal by Duncan. He'll take it up the right side. Tough layup and gets it to go as he was a little off balance diving in, but he gets his 6th point with 10 seconds left. Allen takes a deep three from the right side. No good. Rebound fought for. Trying to save it over on the far side is Tyler Mackey, the 5'8 freshman, but out of bounds. So 5 seconds left. South Charleston will get one more look at it here as Royster will inbound it. Gets it in. Three from the left side is no good by Smith, and that will do it here tonight from Shady Spring High School as the Shady Spring Tigers stake their claim here in the Class AA field that they're going to be a contender and they're going to be around for a while this year as they rout the South Charleston Black Eagles from the AAA ranks 74-46. Well, we'll step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll recap tonight's action here from Shady Spring High School as you are watching Shady Spring and South Charleston basketball action with us right here live on Video Productions.
You gotta wait till the end of the year to buy a brand new car. Big John and the gang at Mid-State Ford in Summersville is getting year-end savings done right now. Check out Big Santa John savings on this 2019 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4-wheel drive. Big Santa John price only $40,767. Or how about a 2019 Ford EcoSport SE 4-wheel drive? Big Santa John says drive her home for $18,704. Everything on sale now during Big Santa John's year-end sales event at Mid-State Ford. Route 19 in Summersville. MidStateFordWV.com.
Seriously injured. Now it's time to pick a lawyer.
You pick one with big verdicts and settlements?
We've successfully handled many million-dollar cases.
How about the recommendation of a friend?
We probably help somebody in your neighborhood.
How about a firm with lots of resources?
You can have it all.
We're Farmer Klein and Campbell.
Well-known and very effective.
When you call us about your injury, you'll know you've made the right decision.
Farmer Klein and Campbell is the way to go. Call 346-5990.
Bridgeport Express Care. Great care from local physicians. Care. Our business is caring. Convenience. No appointment necessary. Friendly. Our staff is friendly and caring. Fast. We are available. Bridgeport Express Care. Caring for our community.
We have a lot of good soccer players that step up when we need them to and play certain positions, even if that's where they don't think they need to play. When you put all our roles together, we can be successful. My reason why is passion.
(74-46), Shady Spring routs South Charleston here tonight from Shady Spring High School. Chris Kidd with you, with Robbie Mounts, our engineer, and Brad Hudson, our camera operator. Let's run through the final scoring here tonight on both sides, starting with South Charleston. They were led by Quayshawn Sutton with 13 points. What about DJ Williams with 11 points? Bradley Jones and Bryson Smith each with 6 points tonight. Darius Dawson with 5 points. Harold Panel with 3 points. And Shaquan Brown with 2 points to round out the scoring. On the other end for Shady Spring, they were led, and leading all scorers tonight was Tommy Williams. He put up a season high of 28 points, followed by Braden Chapman with 14 points. Again, only had 4 at halftime, scoring 10 in the second half. Then Luke LaRose with 13 points, followed by Todd Duncan with 6 points. Eric Bevel and Cole Chapman with 5 points apiece. And rounding out the scoring for Shady Spring was Grayson Shepard with 3 points on the night. So again, just a tremendous effort by the Shady Spring Tiger Ball Club, as we talked about coming in. Could be a contender in Class AA this year, and they make a big statement after knocking off Fairmont Senior, RCB, Capital, and now South Charleston to begin their year. And that's about as good as it's going to get in a 4-game slate to begin any season for any team. And now we get a look at Chapmanville tomorrow night. Again, they're 1-1 on the year. Again, blew out Nitro 99-65 in their first game of the year in state. Again, lost against a team from South Carolina in overtime over in the tournament they played in South Carolina last week, 47-38, but a chance at the end for Chapmanville to win that, but just couldn't pull it out. But now we'll see if Chapmanville, how they'll do against the big boys tomorrow as they take on International Sports Academy out of Ohio. And then on Saturday night, it'll be Miller High School out of Virginia. So that'll be Friday and Saturday night. And again, that's a Chapmanville team that has not lost to an in-state opponent since the 2017 state championship game against Fairmont Senior. 49 straight wins for Chapmanville out of in-state competition. Could this Shady Spring team be a team that could upend that? Time will tell. Again, they're not on the schedule with each other in the regular season, but time could tell as the road to Charleston starts to unwind here in late December. Well, again, your final score here tonight, the Shady Spring Tigers take out the South Charleston Black Eagles 74-46. So for Brad Hudson, our camera operator, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, I'm Chris Kidd saying so long tonight from Shady Spring High School as you've been watching Shady Spring and South Charleston basketball action right here live on Video Productions.